Hi there, beautiful Thrivers. Welcome back to another video with Thriving in Chaos. It's Wednesday, WTF Wednesday, weekly tracking of finances. So thank you guys for being here. Click that subscribe button, like the video, and let's go. Hi everyone, I hope you guys have been doing good. Before we get started with this video, let me go ahead and grab today's prompt card. If you're new to my videos, this is a prompt card. It's basically a conversation starter, so I'll ask and answer the question on the card in this video, and you guys can put your answers in the comments below. It's just a little something to help us get to know each other better. So, how did you spend your last birthday? Well, my birthday just passed April 29th, so we basically just stayed home. My hubby cooked me a really good, fantastic meal with steaks and baked potatoes and all the yummy goodness with a side salad and bread and just so good. And he also got me a couple of things. He spent his own Father's Day money on that. I couldn't stop him because I didn't know anything about it, which was super cute. But because I had spent all of my birthday money on our brand new washing machine, I didn't really have a lot of money to go out and do things, which was perfectly fine. I'm a homebody, so I don't mind it at all. But he made it the best it could be, and so did my kids. So I'm happy with how I spent my last birthday. But what about you guys? How did you spend your last birthday? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, it is WTF Wednesday time. We have some expenses to track. Not too much. We didn't go crazy because we just don't have the money right now to go crazy. So, we do need to track what we spent. If this is the first time ever watching one of my WTF Wednesday videos, basically this is what I do each week. Every Wednesday, I go through the past week of online expenses. That includes our bank spending, our credit card spending, and our bills, and we go through and we make sure that we're paying back what we need to pay back to our bank account. We're holding aside the money that we need to pay off our credit card at the end of the month, and we're making sure our bills are coming out the way they're supposed to. In addition to all that, we're going to track cash expenses so we can see a full view of how much we've spent in the past week in all ways. With that being said, let's get into this. If you have any questions, of course, let me know in the comments below and I'll answer as best as I can. I also use Casey Lee design stickers for a lot of my stuff. So all these stickers that you see here are Casey Lee. She's on Etsy. You can check her out. She makes some great stickers and I use them every month. I've been using her for about 1.5 years now. So, I mean, I'm a tried and true customer. Like I can attest that these stickers are great. And if you're interested, you can go check her out on Etsy, of course. And she has been gracious enough to give you guys a code if you want to buy from her. It's Thriving15. You get 15% off of your entire order. So check her out if you want. I'm not sponsored. I just really love her stickers, and so I like to give her a shout out every once in a while. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into this. We are going to start with tracking our bank expenses. Alright, so it was a short week in that we didn't spend a lot of money because, again, we just didn't have the money to spend. We're on a tight budget this month, so we're trying to curb that. Doing the best that we can. The first expense that I have is Etsy, and that was on the 22nd, and that's going to be coming from my budget supplies envelope. And it was a total, I like to round up, so it was $77. And then we are going to find out how much we are saving by using our Save the Change challenge. So original cost was $76.89, so we saved 11 cents there. And then the last one was here, and it was for gaming. And it is $3 rounded up, and that's 1 cent because it was really $2.99. So I just like to round up no matter what the cents are, even if it's like 01, 02, we're still rounding up to the next dollar. This is just a little way of me building up our account buffer in our bank account just by doing nothing, by just rounding up. And over time, that actually adds up. Not a lot, not significant, but it's adding up and it's building it, and that's what we want. All right, so that is it for bank spending, believe it or not. So we're going to now transition over into our credit card spending. All right, now credit card spending, the way that this works is we have a credit card. My husband is the only one that uses it, and he only uses it for his gas purchases because he travels quite a bit for his job. So we got a credit card that allows us to make cash back just by doing our regular everyday purchases, which for him is gas. So while he's using this and we are building our credit, we are also earning cash back in rewards from this credit card. So it's just very beneficial, and it's teaching us how to be responsible with a credit card. We've not always been responsible with a credit card. That's why we haven't had one in like 2 decades. So there's that. This week he spent $29.01 at a gas station. We're just going to put credit card gas here. This was on the 19th. And like I said, it was $29.01. So we're going to have 99 cents as our save the change because we are rounding that up to $30. On the 22nd, he also got gas, and that was $4.28 rounded up. Original cost was $27.92. And that is 8 cents that we're adding to our Save the Change challenge. And that is it for credit card purchases. Crazy, I know. And before we get started on the cash purchases and stuff, I'm going to go ahead and write down what we are going to be pulling from, just so we have our basic numbers here. Usually we either pull from our account buffer, which we try not to do because our account buffer in our bank account is what allows us to make these purchases without having to go to the bank first and deposit our cash, then make the purchase. It's convenience, basically. In addition to that, we are going to be tracking our bank spending. So what we spent in total. We're going to track our credit card spending, of course, what we spent in total this week. We'll track our cash spending. And then we have our Save the Change. I also do have one other thing. I need to do that now that I'm thinking about it. Because I have Amazon credit, just by using Fetch Rewards, I did spend some or maybe even all of that. So let me go check that really quick and we'll add that here. And that was $42. I did this on the 19th, so I'm going to put this from our Amazon envelope, and it was, like I said, $42. No Save the Change because it's just a credit on Amazon. All right, so now we've gotten those things done. I will add that right here, Amazon credit, because there won't be actual cash pulled, so we don't get confused with our numbers at the end. Which means we have quite a bit of no spend stickers to put here. I kind of want these to say no swipe stickers, so the next time I need to order some, I may see if she can, you know, change a set for me. I don't know if she can do that, but instead of it saying spend, I say no swipe. Because we might have spent cash that day. I don't know. So I don't know. I think no swipe would apply better for me. Okay, I think I pulled one too many extra. All right, so I'm going to take a few minutes here and go ahead and put on these squares. I like to use these squares as little check boxes as we pull the cash. So I'm going to do that off camera, set everything up, and then we'll get started pulling cash. All right, and before I get started pulling cash, I do want to calculate these things up. We have $42 in Amazon credit that we're going to pull. That won't be physical cash, it will be prop money because it's a credit on Amazon. Then we had $77 and $3 in our bank account. So that's $80 that we spent in our bank account this week. And then for gas, we spent $30 and $28. So that's $58. We're going to have to pull from our gas envelope since it all comes from the same envelope. And then we'll pull out our trackers for our cash spending as we're going. So I'm going to start with gaming since we're here. Go back to my gaming envelope, and I'm going to pull $3. 1, 2, and 3. That leaves 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in our gaming. My husband and I, we like to game, so I like to give us just whatever extra ones that we have in our budget, we just stick in here so that we can splurge every once in a while on our gaming. So while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and pull out this Amazon credit. We had $42 that we spent, so $20.42. That left $2 as Amazon credit. So that's good. Hopefully soon I'll be able to cash out another fetch reward. That would be kind of awesome. So then let me go ahead and get budget supplies, and then we'll come back to gas. So I did buy July stickers, I believe, from Miss Casey Lee on Etsy. So I did just stuff this up because I knew I was buying those. 20, 40, 60, 75, 76, and 77. I made sure to save the right amount, and that came from my budget supplies in my stickers tab. So 77 done with that. Now let's go ahead and collect that gas money. All right, I have a gas envelope here just for my hubby's gas spending. So let's see, this time he spent in total $58. So 20, 40, 50, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, perfect. That worked out well. It's 20, 40, 55, and $58. That leaves actually $60. That's really good because we do get paid on Friday, so I'll just be adding this up. Alright, so we covered both gas expenses, so now we are pretty much done with this. So I'm going to go ahead and collect the budget sheets at the end of every binder that we spent out of. That would be revolving. It would also be business. And our reserves binder. So basically what I like to do is I have a budget sheet at the end of every binder, and if we spend out an envelope in that binder, we write down what envelope it was and how much it was. This is how I track our cash spending. I don't really have trackers in my envelopes individually because I just found that to be too tedious and time consuming to deal with. I don't know if that'll change in the future, but for right now, I'm just not doing that. I'm just tracking it this way. So we spent out of 3 binders this week. So now let's track our cash spending. All right, so for this week in our revolving, we spent $200, which was our groceries. Then we spent $10, which my hubby got for his spray. He's about to do a festival this upcoming weekend, so he's just getting last minute things ready to go. And then we spent $50 from our bills advancement, and this is very rare. We rarely ever do that, but my hubby had some questionable spots on him. He's probably going to be mad that I'm saying this, but I found some questionable spots on him, and I demanded that he went to the dermatologist and had them looked at just for peace of mind, which he did. Luckily, everything looks fine. There's nothing to worry about, but I needed that extra money, $40 for the copay and then $10 towards the medication because he did actually have poison ivy. So he did have to buy that medication as well. So he just used the $50 that we pulled from bills advancement there, only because they wouldn't swipe care credit for some reason. I think because it is only $40 and they felt like it's just too little to put on the care credit card or something. I don't know. So we had to pay for that copay in person. And as you know, I am paying medical bills, so I'm not trying to take from there. So I just pulled it from bills advancement because it's not like, you know, it's not going to hurt us to pull from that. Anyway, so in total, we spent $260, I believe. Let me make sure. I've been talking way too much. Yes. Wait. 210. Yes. 260. For cash spending is what we spent there. So let me just, I like to put a little dark line to separate the weeks so I don't get them confused. I usually do this though. What is this? Week 4? Week 4. 200. All right, good enough. All right, so I'm going to put these in really quick and then we will move along. We're moving along pretty good. All right, so let me separate out our credit card spending, which was this 58. And let's just make sure that we have the total that we need for bank spending, which would be 80. So 20, 40, 60, 75, 76, 7, 8, 9, 80. So that's perfect. And then we have our 58 here for credit card spending. I do keep these separate. But let me go ahead and grab today's thumbnail and then we will continue on with our bills. All right, so the first thing that I want to do before we move forward is to calculate how much we've spent in total in all our methods. So that will be $440 that we spent this past week. Let's see what our Save the Change challenge was. We had 99 cents, 11 cents, and 8 cents, and 1 cent. So we saved $1.19 this week. Not too bad. And that also means we didn't take anything from our account buffer. All right, so now I'm going to move these numbers into my main budget book so that I can have all the numbers there together, which is this little beauty. All right, so I do have a section here that I've made in my Erin Condren book just for the transaction logs each week. So let me do some quick writing and then we'll plug in these numbers. All right, so for bank spending, I am going to add the Amazon with that, even though it didn't come from the bank, just because I don't have an extra line to put Amazon credit. So in total, bank spending and Amazon credit was $122. For credit card spending, $58. And then for cash spending, $260. Our Save the Change, we added $1.19. All right, our running balance for bank spending is $935. For credit card spending is $479. For cash spending, we spent $2,460, mainly because of vacation information. And then for Save the Change this month so far, we have saved $9.92, almost $10 this month just by rounding up. All right, so I can close this book out officially for the week, and we won't see it again until next Wednesday. I like to use these as my little bookmark here, so I can just flip right to it. We will be decorating up for June very soon. I think next week, actually. I'll probably be working on that this weekend, and you'll see that on Monday, I think. Okay, so we have gotten that taken care of. I'm going to put this to I'll just, you know, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to put that there for now. Let's go ahead and put these in my back to the bank. This was the credit card spending. This is the bank spending. These are two different accounts. One is my billing account, so I pay my credit card at the end of the month from my billing account, so therefore this needs to be separate. This is my spending account, those little purchases we made. So I will put that in here on our back to the bank. I never did make it to the bank from the last one, last Wednesday, but I did repurpose the cash for my YouTube paycheck and just, you know, let my YouTube paycheck deposit in there and it be there. So it works out that way for me. Save me some trips. All right, so that is bank spending. This is credit card spending. So for week 3, we spent $58. Let me just verify one more time. 20, 40, 55, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to add that here. So in total so far, and our credit card is due at the 1st of the month, so I will deposit this likely, what is the dates next week? Probably next week. I will deposit this and then pay that credit card completely off. So in total we have 1, 2, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 420, 40, 60, 470, 475, 76, 77, 78, 79, which is correct. 479 is what we've spent in total so far in the past 4 weeks on our credit card. All right, and I will keep this separate. So this goes to my spending account. I will probably not deposit this just because we do get paid on Friday, so I'll just repurpose these bills. So that means you'll see them again, and then pull out the remainder of what I need. So it does get deposited just in a different way. All right, so that goes in my back to the bank envelope. And now we can move on to our bills. So, tracking our bills. All right, what came out this past week was our iCloud, which was 99 cents. Water, which was $43.79. And our internet, which was $99.98. So, nothing went up with the internet. That's good. Water actually went down a little bit, and then iCloud is always the same. So it's just those 3 that came out this past week. And then what I like to do is go back here and just fill in those blanks here. Water, $43.79. Internet, $99.98. And then iCloud was 99 cents. So we do have Discord that hasn't come out yet, and then car loan, and then the remainder for next week. So these we hopefully will see on next Wednesdays. And I was not able to do DIY video on Friday, which is fine. I was waiting for a shipment to come in that was needed, and now I'm just kind of like, do I do it? Do I not? I'll just push it off. I don't know. We did do our cash stuffing on Monday, so if you missed that, go check it out. And we just finished our WTF Wednesday. So that means on Friday, we have another cash stuffing, our last full-time paycheck for the month of May. And then we will be doing on Monday our prep for June video. So all weekend this weekend while my hubby is away at his festival, I will be filming the prep for June video. So I hope you tune in on Monday for that as well. Then we do have another WTF Wednesday, which I need to do before I can actually close out the month. So that will land on likely Friday. We'll see how that plays out. But that's it. We have tracked our bank spending, our credit card spending, our cash spending, and now our bills. And we are all caught up for the week. I feel good. I feel confident. We can go into the new week ready to make some more purchases. Maybe not too much. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it inspired you to get to tracking. If you haven't already, make sure you track your expenses, do your things so that you keep yourself accountable and, like, you know, just be on top of things. It's really important, and it makes you feel like, what is the word I'm looking for? Successful, complete, fulfilled, satisfied. All of the adjectives you can think of, just that feeling of everything is done. It's like after you've gotten your house cleaned and then you sit back and you just look at it and you're like, yes, I feel right now. So that's the way this feels every single time for me, which is why I look forward to it, just to get everything, my accounts balanced so that I feel good going into the rest of this weekend. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some inspiration. And if you're still watching and you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to be your weekly inspiration for your own budgeting journeys. Whether you do this method or not, I would love to inspire you, because we all have a budget, whether you utilize it or not. With that said, I'll see you guys on Friday with our full-time cash stuffing. Be on the lookout, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on Friday. As always, until next time, bye.